How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul TCG, and welcome to my monthly video games pickups video. This is covering the month of January 2018, and I have a lot of games to show off, but before I do, I just want to go ahead and show off this letter that I got from a fan. I haven't actually opened it yet. Well, I've opened it, but that's just so that I don't have to open it up here in front of the camera. I figure I get such little fan mail, I may as well show it off whenever I make monthly games pickups videos. So anyway, let's go ahead and read this letter. It reads, "Hey, it's been a while since I have sent you fan mail. It was actually last Christmas, funny enough. But anyway, I just wanted to wish you and Sadase a Merry Christmas from Skyfan152. Obviously, this is a little late. Looks like it was postmarked on January 10. But anyway, oh, this is awesome. So, looks like he sent us a Pokemon card, Team Skull Grunt. Now, as many of you know, I used to collect Pokemon cards. I don't anymore, and I'm not that into the meta game right now. But thank you so much for this awesome card, Skyfan. And like he said, he's sent me plenty of fan mail in the past. It's nice to get some once again. So thank you very much for that. And let me just check and make sure there's nothing else in there. Or if it's just this card and nothing else. Oh no, looks like there's another one. I'm glad I checked. So we got a full art Ilima. I don't know, I think that's how it's pronounced. Ilima, I just say Ilima. But thank you so much, Skyfan. Those are absolutely awesome. Glad I checked. Okay, let's get into it. January gave me a lot of games. And a lot of these were actually funded thanks to you guys. Those of you who watch my live streams and donate during those streams. That funded, frankly, the majority of these to throw into my collection, so thank you very much for that. In the case of my Switch games, I really hope to make videos of most, if not all of these someday, so thank you very much for your generosity in helping me to get all this stuff. I'll go ahead and start with my $20 a month budget on N64 games, and this month I only got one game with that. Space Station Silicon Valley. This was exactly $20. So I got it. It's gotten to the point now where I have now 81 games in my N64 library. That's about 27% of the library, and it's gotten to the point now where $20 a month simply won't get me that many games. So, talked it over with Sadase, and it looks like we're going to start bumping it up to $50 a month. Hopefully, with that kind of budget, we can get up to probably half of the N64 library or more by the end of this year. I guess we'll see. But that's what I got with my $20 budget this month. Probably the last month that I'll have a $20 budget for N64 games. Space Station Silicon Valley. I got my games here from my Retro Game Treasure Box, which I opened up as its own separate video earlier, well, late last month, I guess, in January. This goes up February. And I think I'm going to do that. Whenever I get a box, I'm going to open it up as its own video and then just show the games off at the end of the month, beginning of the next month in my games pickups. So the games I got were Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the N64. This is the Player's Choice Edition. Whoop. That's the second time I've done that on camera. This is the Player's Choice Edition, but, you know, I'm just going after every kind of cartridge, so the edition doesn't matter. Maybe once I have everything, I'll start getting first prints, but for now I'm happy with that. We got The Lion King for the Super NES, which I played quite a bit after getting it. It's super, super fun. I compared it with the Genesis version, and they're pretty much neck and neck. There's hardly any differences. Then for the NES, we got Anticipation, which I haven't played at all. And Rad Racer, which I don't have the 3D glasses for, so there's no point in trying to play that until I get the 3D glasses. But that's what I got from Retro Game Treasure. Super thanks to them for sending me all that stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the PS4 stuff. I did get a big, heavy-hitting game in the month of January. You guys probably could guess, Monster Hunter World. Now, I haven't actually played this yet. My hope is to play it during a live stream sometime. From what I've heard, it's got really, really good reviews. Everyone loves it, so figure may as well get it. I could have gotten this on the Xbox, but, well, I promised myself when I went in the store I'd just get whichever version I saw first. Saw PS4 first, picked it up. So, there we go. I'm looking forward to playing this. Also got two limited run games this month. There were many more that released this month, but I didn't. They haven't shipped to me yet. And I also, well, I'll save that for another month to tell you about that. So the two games I got were Double Dragon 4 and River City Melee Battle Royale SP. It just rolls right off the tongue. But yeah, those are the two LRG games I got this month. And with that, I'm actually kind of close to a quarter of the complete library of LRG PS4 games. And all I've done is just picked up a few since last August or September or so. So it's pretty amazing that I already have about a quarter of the LRG PS4 library. And LRG did announce that they are going to be making games for the Switch, so the more experience I get in picking up PS4 games, the better chance I have picking up Switch games. The Switch games I'll save for last because that's the biggest pile. I'll go ahead and show off my Wii U games next. I'm sorry guys, I got a runny nose, so sorry if I do that. So with this, I'm up to 21 games in the Wii U library, which is 13% of the library. That's just amazing. 21 games, 13%. That's ridiculous. And these were, I did end up splurging a tiny bit this month in order to get some heavy-hitting games, as you'll see. But starting out, one of the cheapest games on the system, Disney Infinity. I had 2.0 and 3.0. This is the original, so 1.0 essentially. I didn't have it yet. Now I have it. Now I don't need to worry about the Disney Infinity games. I got this, New Super Luigi U. Now the thing with this game is, as best I can tell, the only way that you could get this as its own game in North America was by buying the Wii U bundle that came with this. So when I got my Wii U, it came with Mario Kart 8. So I got Mario Kart 8. This was another one of those options. So because of that, it's rather expensive. I mean, I was seeing these go on eBay for like 45, 50 bucks. They were going upwards of 70 a few months ago, but Wii U prices have just plummeted. So I saw this in GameStop for $30, and I said, I will take that. It'll probably go even cheaper in the future, but I don't care. I got this for the sole reason, one, that it's kind of hard to find, and two, because it has a green case. This is, to my knowledge, the only Wii U game that has a green case. I got this, Star Fox Zero, for 20 bucks, new. And it came with the big bulky outer box and a sealed copy of Star Fox Guard. Actually, this was sealed as well, but as you can see, I've opened it up. So, a brand new Star Fox Zero game for 20 bucks, I'd say it's worth about that. Maybe a little less, but for 20 bucks, I'll take it. The game is beautiful, but not very good. That's about the best thing I can say about it. And then I got this. This is how it's pronounced. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. So this came out towards the end of the Wii U's life, like 2016, I think, and this is a crossover game between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem. So that's about all I know about it. I saw this. This did not drop in price for the longest time, and I'm shocked by that. But finally, GameStop had it used for like 30 bucks, so I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. Odds are it probably won't go much cheaper than that, simply because it didn't sell well in the first place, so there aren't that many used copies out there. And Wii U collecting is on the rise, so I still believe that the majority of Wii U games will be cheaper in a year from now, but for games like this, you might want to pounce on them sooner rather than later. The games that were released towards the end of the Wii U's life and didn't get many sales. I also got this Pikachu 2DS from Japan. I made a whole video dedicated to that, but long story short, this was complete, but it did not come with Pokemon Yellow pre-installed like it should have. My guess is that the previous owner swapped the SD cards so they can get a free copy of Yellow. It is what it is. If I wanted to put Yellow on this, I have the means to. I don't care. I just want the 2DS, and it's complete, so super happy with that. I got a nice 8th 3DS console, and I love collecting 3DS consoles. They're cheap, they're always unique, and so fun to look at on my shelf. This is my second to last pile before we get to my Switch games. I hit up a Goodwill right after Christmas, and this is a major life hack for collectors out there who are just going after games of any kind. check Goodwill right after Christmas, because that is when Goodwill is going to be flooded with video games. Maybe shovelware games like most of these are, but hey, if you hit up Goodwill for games, you will find stuff. And the great thing is, all of these were red labels, red stickers. The way Goodwill works is there's 4 or 5 different color stickers, and then randomly every day there's a sticker color that has a specific discount on it. And I was super lucky that the day I went, all these had red stickers, and that day anything with a red sticker got 50% off. So these were all labeled like at $3 each, something like that, so I got them for essentially $1.50. So super happy with that. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through here. So I got 2 PS3 games, which I only had one of before and none were in the case. So these are my first 2 PS3 games with a case. We got Just Dance 3, and we got Sports Champions, which is, it's required to use the PlayStation Move, which I don't have. I don't have a PS3 at all. But, hey, you know what? Games are games, right? There are a finite number of physical titles on these systems, so it is possible, theoretically, to get a complete library of every single console out there. That is my eventual goal that I'll just spend the whole rest of my life going after. I'm having a whole lot of fun with it. I got one game for the original Xbox, probably the only worthwhile game in all of this, honestly. Halo. The original Halo, and I believe this is compatible on the Xbox One as well, through backwards compatibility, I think. So, super happy to have that. Got one game for the Xbox 360, Guitar Hero 2. I gotta tell you, you kids might not know this if you're young enough, but when the Guitar Hero games first came out, they were all the rage. I loved playing them, they were super fun, everyone loved them. The problem is that then every game maker started making Guitar Hero-esque games and overflooded the market, and within a year, the fad just died, and yeah. So, these games are still super fun, the problem is there's just way too many of them. Case in point, going to the Wii games, got Guitar Hero 3. This came out like 2 years after 2. And I remember I said that the fad died after a year? Yeah. Towards the end, they were just trying desperately to try and keep the franchise up, so it is what it is, but that's my first Wii game, and then I got 2 more. They're both basically the same thing. Tiger Woods PGA Tour, excuse me, PGA Tour 07 and PGA Tour 10. So there we go. 3 Wii games, an Xbox 360, Xbox, 2 PS3 games to add to my library. Okay, let's get to the Switch games. I got 16 Switch games this month. 16! If you might recall, at the end of last month, I said that I was within, I think, 10? No, I think I said that my goal this month was to get down below 10 of my North American library. And once again, thanks to you guys donating to me through live streams and stuff, I was able to get complete everything. There were 2 new games releasing in January, and partly thanks to that, I was able to hop on those day 1 for both, which I paid out of pocket ahead of time. And the others were just a matter of tracking down wherever it was cheapest and picking it up. So, thanks to you guys, I now have a complete North American Switch library. Of course, this isn't all it. There's 69 games altogether. In fact, the top one here isn't even from North America. It's 3D Mini Golf. So, the story with this is, it released several months ago, but only in Germany, and thus only in German. This is the British version, and I found it on a random eBay listing from Hong Kong, of all places, and I was talking with the group of Switch collectors in our Discord group, and everyone was like, wait, this isn't supposed to be out yet. Like, they said theoretically it was coming out in December, but never actually released. So I figured, what the hey, I'll go ahead and order it, see if it was real. It was real, and here it is, 3D Mini Golf. This is only my 2nd European game. I also have One Piece Unlimited World Red Deluxe, I think. So, I'm trying to avoid imports as much as possible, just because there's always the chance that this could get released in North America later. In this case, I doubt it. That's why I went ahead and got it. But there are games like the 2 moto racing games that were released only in Australia. Those release here next month. Glad I didn't import those. Anyway, enough about that. Got 3D Mini Golf, and here are my North American games. I picked up Axiom Verge, and I did get the Multiverse Edition, which comes in a big box with a soundtrack and poster, I think. But anyway, that's just one of the games I was missing. Batman, the Telltale series, not much to say about that. I got Doom, which is a super fun game. Obviously, it's rated M. I can't recommend this to kids, but if you're an adult, get it. Trust me, get it. Got the End Is Nigh, which is a fun indie game from Nicholas. I don't know. Got Farming Simulator, which, frankly, once I found out it was going to come out, I wanted it. It just took me this long to get it. I got LA Noire, and this is something that I'm getting kind of sick of. You see that big white label at the top? That means that you need to download the game from the internet. The cartridge is just the information to send to the server to download the game. The game is not on the cartridge itself, which means in 20 years, when the Switch servers are offline, this game is worthless, unless you already downloaded it onto your Switch. That's so frustrating. I don't know why companies do this to us, but it is what it is. And hopefully Rockstar sees that this sold well, and they start releasing other games. They're the people in charge of, say, Grand Theft Auto 5. If we can get a Grand Theft Auto game on the Switch, trust me, the world is gonna just explode. Anyway, got Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2, which I was putting off for so long just because this is a $60 game, and it's hard to justify $60 for this, but I managed to save up some Best Buy rewards and get it down to about $30, so that's a much more reasonable price. This game, a lot of you might not know even existed, much less physically. Lost Sphere. So with this was created by Square Enix, and you could only get the physical copy by ordering it straight from their online shop. I set my pre-order back in September, and it just released this month. This was one of only 2 games that released this month. So my order was fulfilled, here it is. I just... I don't know what else to say. There's only one way to get this. I can't see this ever going down in price. The final game that I needed to complete my library I just picked up yesterday. Monster Jam Crush It, which is a monster truck game, which actually looks kind of fun just looking at the back. So my story with this is I ordered it from Best Buy when I ordered most of the rest of these games, but they didn't have it in stock, so they needed to ship it to the store. Yesterday, I got the email at about noon that they had it, but right at that time, Sadazay had left for work, so, and we only have one car. So I decided, what the hey, I'll just walk. Yeah, I walked to Best Buy to pick this up. It was like a 3-hour walk, something like that. I had Pokemon Go up the whole time. I got like 6 Charmander candies. I hatched like 5 eggs, something like that. But yeah, I walked to Best Buy and got this. And then afterwards, Sadazay works not that far from Best Buy. So during her break, she just picked me up and dropped me off at home. But yeah, that's my story to go with Monster Jam. I walked to complete my Switch library. Take that, 8-bit Eric. Okay, we also got Knights of Azure 2, Bride of the Blood Moon. Bride of the New Moon, my mistake. Which is a RPG. I haven't played it yet, but I want to. Got the Resident Evil Revelations Collection. You have that big white thing up there at the top, but that is a little different in this case. Here, Resident Evil Revelations is on the cartridge, but you have to download Resident Evil Revelations 2. So, cartridge has one, you need to download the second. And the download code only works once. So if you were to sell this to someone else, they can't use that code inside anymore, and you're basically just selling them the first game. Again, I don't know why companies do this. In this case, I kind of understand it because it is like 26 gigs for the second game, something like that. It was ridiculous. It took 5 hours to download, even over LAN. Yeah, it says right here in the back, 26 gigs. But I wish companies didn't do this, where the whole game is on the card, so that in 30 years, you can still play it. I mean, I know why they don't. Again, in this case, it's understandable because it's such a huge file size, but it's still disappointing. That's all. Okay, the only other game that released physically this month was Rocket League Collector's Edition. So I played this quite a bit, actually. I've never played Rocket League before I got this, and it's super, super fun. I'm sure plenty of you have played Rocket League in the past. Obviously, this is like a much more expensive variant of Rocket League, but I like my physical games, and I'm super glad I got this, and it's super fun. I got Stern Pinball Arcade, which began as a GameStop exclusive, and I did pick it up from GameStop, but it's trickled out into other stores here and there. It's in a few Toys R Us's, maybe Target. It's even on Best Buy's website, but it's not available to purchase. And in any case, you can download this for free from the eShop, so take that as you will. Is it worth the 40 bucks? I don't know. I just like my physical games and necessary to complete the library. Got 2 games left, not much to say about either of them. I got Super Beat Sonic, which is a rhythm game. I play a little bit, it's fun. It is about exactly as you would expect. It's a rhythm game with art like that. There you go. And the final game here that I picked up this month, Unbox Newbie's Adventure, which is hard to find. I got this from Walmart because, as far as I was aware at the time, it's a Walmart exclusive. And as of now, I have not seen any evidence to the contrary. It's not on Amazon, it's not at Best Buy, it's not at Target. As far as I can find, this is a Walmart exclusive. So, that wrapped up my Switch library. There's 10 games releasing on the Switch here next month. I really hope to stay on top of that, and you guys donating during live streams will help me with that. And I really hope, at the end of February, not only to make a video game pickups video, but also to make a video detailing the first year of the Switch. A video dedicated to the Switch overall, and then another video dedicated to what a North American library looks like for the Switch after the first year. That's 79 games. And I have 69 out of 69 right now, so just 10 to go. Looking forward to that. Anyway, that wraps up my video game pickups video for this month. If I were to pick one of these that I think is my favorite, it would probably be this. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. What's your favorite game that I picked up, or you know, whatever, this month? And once again, thank you to Skyfan for the 2 Pokemon cards as well. I'll definitely keep these nice and safe. That wraps it up. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Hi everyone, this is Skul. If you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I also want to give a huge thanks to my Patreon pledgers for this month, whose names you can see on screen, along with some other videos of mine I think you might enjoy watching. That does it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.